guys, here we go again with another of our Evolution Consulting market update videos. This one being recorded on the 18th of July, 2016. And this is, despite the title market update video, this is probably one of the very few absolute gratuitous self-promotion videos that we are going to do. We do occasionally mention our publications in these market update videos, but what we are doing here is primarily sharing the information that we discover with Evolution 4.0 for the benefit of those who are best able to make use of it. Okay, number one. Number two, we are still establishing our track record of chronological accuracy. Okay, so that's the primary reason behind doing these market update videos. But despite occasionally mentioning some of our publication, like Branch Street Notes, which we work very hard on, and Wirehouse, we have added another publication to our lineup, and it is one that I was not sure if I wanted to do or not. And then I kind of sat down, talked with some of the other members of Team Evolution, and it was kind of a no-brainer. So we're going to do it again. We did something similar during our test of concept phase, and it was proven very, very, very accurate. But we are going with the weekly trading journal. For those of you who are very observant or who are following along on Twitter, okay, you would notice that there are all sorts of promotions for something we call Switch and Signal. Okay, and for those of you wondering where we got that name from, Grand Street Notes. You take a look at our Grand Street Notes report. We have our metals investing guide, and soon our petroleum and investment hedge guide is going to be for sale as well. Grand Street, obviously, being the main street in Pittsburgh, our adopted home city. So we kind of wanted to keep going with that theme. So we did name our publication after George Westinghouse, one of my intellectual heroes, after his Union Switch and Signal Company, which was located in Swissvale, Pennsylvania. So we kind of kept the Pittsburgh Industrial Revolution theme going. So that is where we did get the name for that, and we had a hell of a lot of fun doing the very kind of cool turn of the century kind of Victorian retro styling for the cover and all the stuff. So very cool there. But nonetheless, we kind of toyed with the idea. We did an active trading journal, or an active trading summary, we called it, during our test of concept phase. It was very popular. Okay, it was accurate. However, we'll be the first to say at this point that the speed of information, it's perhaps the greatest variable in modern capital markets. I'm not just talking about U.S. domestic equity and stock markets. Okay, I'm talking about all capital markets. So you can say the same thing about Bitcoin. You can say the same thing about Asian markets. Your European markets, bond, debt, security. All markets, all capital markets, the greatest variable and the greatest commonality between all of them is, or the greatest, I should say, underlying variable in how they behave is something called speed of information. And we do talk about that quite frequently, which is just the speed in which, from a catalyst event, there can be reactions and cause-effect type relationships between a global economic event and how the markets react, and more importantly, how fast markets react. So that is perhaps the greatest variable in terms of capital markets, broad-based, kind of really speaking in macro terms, over the last 10, 15 years. I mean, in the last 5 years, speed of information now moves exponentially faster than it did 5 years ago. So, point of the story, guys, we were going to do the bi-weekly trading journal again, and then we kind of realized, no, speed of information just moves too fast. Okay, capital markets just move too fast. So what we've done is we've gone with the weekly trading journal format. Switch and Signal is going to be about 4 or 5 pages long. Okay, and it's going to feature our 2 or 3 best equity picks. All right, as far as U.S. domestic capital markets go, for those of you that have been following along on Twitter, for those that have been following along on our commentary section, we'll be the first to admit at this point that what we built, Evolution 4.0, has just become frighteningly accurate. Okay, in terms of forecasting domestic equity market movements at the index level, the sector level, and even the specific equity level. So what we're going to do is we're starting. It's $25 a month. You get 4 issues per month. We're going to deliver those on probably Monday morning. It looks like is going to be our. That way you can start the week off. You get your copy of Switch and Signal, and you have kind of a cheat sheet, or at least a very, very accurate forecast of what to expect for the coming weekend as far as capital markets go. So that's kind of our deal with Switch and Signal. We weren't sure if we wanted to do, but we said, you know what? There's in the interest of, as we so often say, converting paper into more paper fiat currency. In the interest of converting paper into more paper and then into metals, guys, capital markets, especially with the volatility that's going on now, there's so much going on geopolitically. There's so much going on in terms of the U.S. domestic social narratives I mean, it's like every week it's just, even a slow news week, really, guys. Even a slow news week by today's standard would have been like WTF, even just a few years ago in terms of how events are playing out and how events are happening. So we kind of looked at them and there is opportunity. There's plenty of opportunity. Volatility equals opportunity. It's been said many times accurately. So in order to help our readers that are active traders, okay, kind of capitalize on that volatility, we did decide to produce Switch and Signal. It's going to have those 2, 3 absolute top best equity picks that we can come up with. All right, some issues you might only get one. We're only going to put the stuff in Switch and Signal where we kind of look and go, yep, you got either a swing trade, an extended swing trade. We may put some of our 30, 60, 90-day buy and hold stuff in there. Okay, we're also going to do a section called Blast Furnace. The Blast Furnace, as we've come to call it, is just any information that we discover linguistically where we see, where we're confident in sharing that information going, yeah, that's probably going to happen. We're going to put that in there, and that particular segment's not going to be limited to just U.S. domestic equity markets, guys. That's going to be everything from debt securities, asset classes, precious metals, any linguistic information that we see. Normally we extrapolate, we make the nice big paragraphs and those deep level analyses from them. This is just going to be executive style summary. It's only a few pages long. I think 4, 5, 6 pages is really all it's going to be, and it's going to be bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. So for those of you again that are active traders, okay, you just want something you can have on your desk or have on your screen and just kind of reference as an equity market or economic cheat sheet, guys. We're going to put a hell of a lot of effort into it to make sure that again it's to our standard, it's to our level of accuracy standard. So it's $25 a month. Up until August 1st, you can contact us for an introductory price. Okay, you send us an email or post a comment on YouTube. We'll get to you, and we'll give you the introductory price there. And also, up until August 1st, it is now the 17th of July. Okay, we are, for those of you that do subscribe, we're going to give the June, July. We hyped it quite a bit on Twitter for good reason. It's one of the best editions of Wirehouse we've ever produced. If you sign up before August 1st, okay, for Switch and Signal, we'll give you a copy of the June, July issue of Wirehouse for nothing. Speaking of, for those of you that do subscribe to Wirehouse, Switch and Signal is included. Okay, we are, as we say, we are a for-profit organization. Okay, we are not a charity, but we do believe in fair business, and we like to do the right thing by our customers. We've been doing this for a while publicly, and we like to think, as a matter of fact, we know we're helping people make money out there with our forecasting. So we like to do the right thing. We like to do good, fair business. So for those of you that are subscribed to Wirehouse, you will be getting Switch and Signal at no additional cost. So with that being said, guys, another market update or a few market update videos, obviously speaking about capital markets as opposed to gratuitous self-promotion, coming soon. For those of you interested in Switch and Signal, you can check it out. It's under, we kind of rearranged the website a little bit. It's got, we have a tab now marked Publications where you can see, you can read all about our Grant Street Notes reports, our Wirehouse, and our Switch and Signal. The newest one. Speaking of, for those of you that are looking for super duper deep level analysis on a wide range of subjects, that's still Wirehouse. Okay, we're not doing deep level stuff in Switch and Signal. It's just here's what we got and here's why you should trade it. Here's what we got and here's why you should trade it. So it's kind of a different format, but we are nonetheless very excited about it. So that being said, guys, again, questions, comments, again, prior to August 1st, okay, contact us. We'll get you the introductory price going there. And, again, we'll get you the June, July issue of Wirehouse as a way of saying thank you. All right. But as always, info at somewhere over there, I think. Info at evolutionconsulting.world. Info at evolutionconsulting.world. If you would like to email us any questions, ideas, comments, bitches, gripes, moans, or complaints, you can save those because I don't care. But comments and questions, you are welcome to send along. All right. And of course, if you want to follow our more real-time instant gratification is what we call it now on Twitter. But if you want to follow more of our instant gratification day-to-day stuff, we still do post on Twitter. It is at Evo_consultants, at Evo_consultants. Guys, thanks. Hope to hear from you. Get you, for those of you that are trading the markets, I know, information at this point is probably the most valuable commodity going. And, one thing I would like to invite everybody to do if you're considering switching Signal or Wirehouse or Grand Street Notes, please do visit evolutionconsulting.world and take a look at our proven accuracy track record. Okay, guys, it's safe to say at this point we're not guessing. Okay, so that being said, again, guys, be good. Everything's a transaction.